Hey everybody, look on the screen. Look on the screen. Round two, Whole Foods. Who doesn't like Whole Foods Market? I do. The caption says Englewood Whole Foods closing. I wonder why. It's nothing new. Target. So both of these locations are in Chicago. Let's go ahead. Shout out to Ruth Bobo who sent me this. And I even had this on the list. I guess creative minds think alike. All right. Let's go ahead and get to the clip. And I just think maybe it's time for us to say what we're thinking, to say what they're not saying, huh? Let's check it out. Fair use.
Whole Foods is announcing plans today to close two Chicago stores, one by DePaul, the other in the Englewood community.
The store in the Englewood community opened just 6 years ago in a brand new state-of-the-art facility here at 63rd and Halsted. The city of Chicago spent millions prepping that land for development. CBS 2's Tara Molina joins us live. Tara, this is a big hit to the community.
It sure is. Jim and Erica, this Whole Foods really means something to people who live here in Englewood. It's the only healthy option in this area. It's the only store like it in this area. So with it leaving, the community that was so proud to welcome it here just years ago is left asking, what's next? The Whole Foods grand opening in Englewood looked more like the scene of a concert, big game, or mass giveaway back in 2016. Sounded like it too.
I am so happy this morning. I got up at 5 o'clock to get here. It feels awesome. It is a dream come true.
But if you're still watching this, wondering why a grocery store closure is a news story, there's a whole community here not so happy to tell you why. The news hit hard here today.
Yes, I am shocked that they closed it.
The first store like it on the city's south side, this meant something to the community. A community that at the time was living in a food desert.
It's only a big loss.
Katrina Faulkner was here on that big opening day. She walks here to shop. Her friends walk here to work. She says while it's nice Whole Foods is willing to place Englewood employees in other stores, it's not that easy for everyone.
And those that don't have cars and really a lot of transportation, it's harder. But we looked at it as a long-standing relationship.
That's community leader Aisha Butler. She told us there are other grocery stores in the neighborhood now, but still.
We have very, very limited access to smoothies, to fresh fruit, to a bright lit store.
This is one of 6 Whole Foods stores closing nationwide, one in Lincoln Park, following what the company calls a regular evaluation of performance and growth value of all of their stores, expected to close in the coming months. So, what could take its place? A bigger question when you consider how this came to be. The land this mall sits on used to be city property. The city spent $10 million in TIF money to prepare it for construction. Then, according to a spokesperson for Chicago's Planning and Development Office, quote, approximately 5 acres were sold to the developer of Englewood Square for $1. DL3 Realty developed this mall. I talked to the owner of that realty company, Leon Walker, on the phone earlier today. He told me he's optimistic another store will fill that Whole Foods space, and he calls all of this a good opportunity.
When? When will the other store come? I'm going to say this. And we can agree to disagree. It's cool. I still love him. I won't be mad at you. I'm willing to bet the community has a lot to do with the store close. I'm just going to say it. This is nothing new. Whole Foods. Sure, the pricing is a little bit more expensive. You're getting good quality. And I'm willing to bet they probably had a theft issue. See, you have to understand too, when people get emotional, they get so emotional, and we all do it sometimes. Get so emotional, and they say whatever's on their mind. This is spurts out, and there's no filter. When you're in business, so like some videos, I get emotional and I say some things. You know, when you're in business, mm, they're pretty much concerned with appearance, so they're going to watch what they say. Okay, and some things that may occur that they're not going to say. So I'm willing to bet they had a high theft problem, and not just from different ones coming in and out. Sometimes I hate to say it, workers. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Let me go ahead and show you another video, and I'm going to discuss with you firsthand on two things I've seen. Two black men set up a shop, two stores. Oh yeah. And by the way, I hate to say this, our people don't understand business collectively. Most don't. And I say that because if we did, we wouldn't be at the bottom as a group. I'm willing to say it's a whole lot of theft. And you look up, so much product keep going out. No one's going to sit up here and keep shop just because you got some black folks and it's in Chicago and they're losing money. Life is business. Get acclimated to it. Face the reality. It ain't just hand me some, I want something for free, so hook up. Life is business. That's the reality. We don't want to hear it. They probably have a lot of losses and they realize that it's not appreciated. It's not. See, other people, they'll put money in things to keep things going. Oh, yeah. Well, why do you think like when this pandemic came along, they were giving out all this money to PPP and SBA, then writing it off? Because they know business. You got to keep things going. You can't sit up on your butt and do nothing. They knew then we got to keep the money going. People that have it understand it. The hood, you may have hood rat money, hood rich. You don't always understand the bigger picture. So when they're in there stealing, doing this and that, causing a whole bunch of drama, they have no idea how they're hurting the community. They're hurting themselves. Look at all that money in TIF. And TIF money is like it's like an incremental tax dollars that they utilize to help the infrastructure, to help development, to help better the neighborhood. Whole Foods couldn't stage. Yeah, I wonder why. Well, the price was too high. Were the shoes you bought your non-working man, those Timberlands, too high? Was the money spent at the hair or nail shop too high? On Christmas? On gambling, was it too high? On some smokes for your man and for yourself? Was the blunt money too high? Want a nickel and dime everything. It lets you know. I hate to say it. And you want to run this country? Oh, heck to the no. This right here speaks volumes. And what it says, it's a bad investment. A bad investment all around. So look, all the money spent, they're moving. Gee, I wonder why. I wonder about just the clientele. Well, see, we said they didn't say that, sweetie. They're not gonna put it out to the news because if they do, then they're gonna be hot. Oh, they don't want to be here because we black. Because we black. They don't want that drama. They don't want the drama. I'm gonna bet you that is the deal. They're not gonna say it, and I understand why. PR. They're not emotional like a lot of our people are. I understand. Money talks. Wealth whispers. Hood is loud. So they're not going to tell you the reason behind it. Any specifics. Like ladies said, oh, they could have at least discussed it. What you going to do? Get the community together? So look at all the money spent. Now the store closing down. And then the sad thing is this right here. Don't forget the people that work there. Did you not hear the lady say about people walking to work? Did you not hear her say people walking to work? They can go to other stores. How far is that store away? I doubt it's down the street. They're already saying it's a food desert. Gonna walk to work. Now they may have to catch a bus, getting up extra early. And a bus is not like you're an Uber or Lyft. Say, hey, I want to go here. They've got like a system where you have to hop on it. And I know, like, I think it's like you may go to a certain area and then you have to transfer to a different bus to go where you want to go. I've heard people say back in the day, it took 2 hours just riding buses and transferring just to get to work. That's crazy. I mean, not crazy. That's, oh my God, that's 2 hours? And that's just to get to work. Then put your 4 day in and get home. Wow, are you serious? So now by that store closing down, tax money spent, couldn't keep it going. Now a lot of people, they may get jobs elsewhere. I doubt they'll be walking to work. So now they may be riding the bus. And for some, they probably can't do that because of children and things like that. This may sound foreign, but the people that have money, they understand. Let's go ahead and support it, keep it going. They can see the bigger picture. Our people don't get it. Just keep supporting that store. Well, that store costing too much money. How much it ain't like you sitting up here out of extra $50 a day. Don't understand business. Again, why do you think when the pandemic came, they began off the PPP loans, SBA? They just said, well, that they're going to have to shut down. Most black folks would. They can all get a job. Well, guess what, Buttercup, at your slow butt? If the stuff closes down, there's no business. There won't be any jobs. Do you get it? So some people, this right here, already walking to work. Now maybe go to another store. How far is that store? Now I gotta do the bus. More money out of your pocket. Rain, shine, sleet, or snow. They don't understand support. That's why when they see a black business support, or I ain't got to support you because I'm black. And that's why you got poverty like that. No other group is that stupid. Oh my gosh, this group right here. Let's go ahead and get to this clip here. So yeah, it just shows you. I hate to say when things like this happen, it's a write down. It just shows you every day. And I'm sorry to say, dealing with this group a whole lot, you have to deal with individuals, what I think. That may be a bad investment. Everybody needs food. And with the obesity that we have in the group, don't tell me. And then you wonder why you have a food shortage. Well, they was too high. Well, guess what? They now is goodbye. Let's check this out. I'm going to tell you what happened to two black men. Not that I heard, nor what I saw, had the conversation in front of my eyes. What happened with them? Let me tell you what happened. That's why this right here is a lot as to what they're not saying. And they're going to be PC. See, they don't move. The hood doesn't understand. Wall Street don't move like you move. We're going to short that stock tomorrow, y'all. We're going to short that down to the ground. And then when it go down, we're going to try to buy some shares. Hey! They're not loud like that. G's move in silence. Check this out. Fair use. Here we have Target. Remember this? This was maybe like maybe 2 or 3 years ago. Check it.
Target shoppers on the South Side say they are in shock and extremely disappointed their home stores are closing.
2 Target stores will shut down for good, leaving a discount store desert in what was a booming area. Jim Williams spent the day talking to some very upset shoppers. He joins us live now from the Chatham neighborhood. Jim.
Eric and Rob, there were high hopes when this store opened in 2002 and the Morgan Park Target opened in 2008. Economic engines in 2 black communities. Now they're both set to close in February. People are upset. The announcement that the Target store in Morgan Park was closing caught loyal customer Brenda Pope off guard.
This is news to me. I never heard about it until you told me.
6th Ward Alderman Roderick Sawyer learned just yesterday the Target in his Chatham community was also shutting down.
Those were the 2 Southside black Targets in the city of Chicago, and they're both leaving.
In Southside communities eager for more corporate investment, Melinda Kelly of the Chatham Business Association told us her group helped Target set up here in 2002, making its office available to find employees.
I'm horrified.
But not even a courtesy call from Target this week, she says.
Not even a call to say, you know, today this is what we're thinking about closing. Can we meet with you to see, can we salvage one of the operations?
After the 2 stores close in February, 3 Targets will remain on the south side, miles apart, while many more stores are on the north side, including a cluster of Targets near one another. A Target spokeswoman says it's strictly business. The decision to close a store is always difficult, and a store is closed only after it's shown several years of decreasing profitability. But in both Chatham and Morgan Park, that claim is met with disbelief.
It's normally crowded when we're here, so I don't see how they're underperforming.
The Target was always full. That mall is crowded.
Is this the kind of reputation Target wants as a corporate citizen? Because that's not a good corporate citizen.
Are you serious?
Melinda Kelly there, the Chatham Business Association, wants a meeting here in the community with the Target CEO. Meantime, Target says employees here and at the Morgan Park store will have the option of transferring to other locations.
And I can guarantee you that the options are limited because the other locations already have people there. The decision to close a store is always difficult, and a store is closed only after it's shown several years of decreasing profitability. Yeah, it's crowded, but how much thievery? And when she made the statement, they didn't even have to call or try to salvage. Sweetie, they don't have to call you. They don't. The numbers speak for themselves. You don't think they know what the inventory is? It was always crowded. It's like Disney. I love Disney. Who doesn't? I'm also a shareholder. The stock is down. Again, when I go to Disney World, I'll buy stuff. Heck, I'm a shareholder, support it. And that's one thing that Black people, I love you, but a lot of people don't understand. They think you just want to get somebody money. And I'm going to tell you this, sweetie. Let's not get it twisted. The money I've made, it ain't hanging around dust bucket, and and trust me, it's not off Black folks. I'm just gonna keep it real with you. See, stuff like this here, only race card you can play is the Dusty card, because that's what's messing it up. That's what's probably, I guarantee you, a whole bunch of darn thievery and a lot of losses. That's what it is, and they want to tread carefully because they know get emotional. Then you're going to get out in the streets and get the hollering and get the protesting, and they ain't going to deal with all that. So they just close it on the low. Several years of decreasing profitability. Well, how the heck are all the other Targets, and it's now you hear what they said, it's crowded. How are the other Targets all profiting? Theft. I want to bet you in both cases, Whole Foods, theft and theft. The same darn thing. So that right there, I'm going to go ahead and say what they don't want to say. The issue is the people. I'm sorry. It's the folks. It's Black folks. Let me tell you what happened to two Black men. Oh, yes. Let's go ahead and get to it. Story time. 2 Black men opened up stores. One did Big Lots and one did a Dollar Tree. Let's go ahead and get to the one that did the Big Lots TikTok. As an older gentleman, I'm thinking maybe late 50s. So he'd opened up into the Black neighborhood. And I said, oh, okay, it's a Big Lots. I don't think he may have lasted maybe 3 to 6 months. He was out of there. He worked in his own store. I didn't know it was, so I guess I'm like, wow, I didn't know that. I guess it was a franchise because I had no idea. But he worked in his own store. His store. And they just kept stealing from him. They just stole from that man left and right. He shut it down. And he moved to a part of town that was less Black folks. He told me to my face with reason. It was like, wow. And then you try to, try to stop it. Then they want to get physical. Next thing you know, the fools might cause a scene. Then they might say, if this is a female, you touched me wrong, litigation, all of that. So he just left. Let's get to the Black man that did the dollar store. This one here, I don't mean to laugh because it wasn't funny. It's like only in Black is thinking this happened. This one here, y'all, was a trip. So he opened up I think before it was the 99-cent store. And it was like everything 99 cents. He opened up one in the hood, y'all. Oh, yes, he did. I was like, okay. And I was like, oh, yeah, I'm going to make sure I come by and patronize the store, you know. I normally go over here. I said, but you know what? I'm going to make sure I come by and, go to his store, show some support. Within 30 days. Don't forget everything 99 cents now. The first month, he had so much theft. Then they had the cameras in, and he was like, we have cameras. He even had in like the window a big poster, like I see you. It's been recorded. What do you think happened? He tried to work at his store too, and he also had somebody else to work in the store. Stealing. They stole from the man left and right. And then they try to do like loss prevention, and that's why some they tell them don't even approach them because they start to get violent and start fighting. So it's like, well, you can't just have them come in and they keep on stealing. So it kind of got to that level. Even with the camera, he's like, we got you on camera. They want to cause a scene and want to fight. It got to the point, and to this day, I've never seen it. That black man, aside from the cameras, he had to. I said, what? He said, yeah, trying to keep, he said, just so much theft and so many problems. It's the people. He had the high security, y'all. A security guard where the items cost 99 cents. Had to hire security where the items cost 99 cents. And it's like, you just got the store up and going. So that's a whole other person on the payroll. And I've never seen a security guard in the 99-cent store. My thing is, I was like, well, maybe they shouldn't have let him know that it's black owned. I don't know. Maybe shouldn't have done that. So this right here, it's the people. That's who it is. Then Dad's not going to tell you. I'll tell you, oh, it's the people. If we want to act brand new. They racist. Sweetie, they're in business. They're about money. They see one color and that color out here is green. If they didn't want the store in that town, hell, they would have never put it there. Let's get that understood. And that can still occur. That card not going to work right with me. It's not. It's the people that's causing it to get shut down. It's the hood rat mentality. Like that black guy, he had a fast food restaurant. Yeah, we saw how that went down. They're so dumb. Boy, these people are so dumb. They were sitting up there, fast food restaurant, telling folks that they didn't have the food ready. Orders in a fast food restaurant taking 45 minutes to an hour. Look up, taking patties, ground beef, got their friends showing up. And these, don't forget, listen, I'm talking, these are the workers. Understand? The workers. Hauling out all kind of fish. I'm sorry, no, it was chicken and the meat patties. Out the back. Calling their friends and relatives. Cases of meat just leaving. They ain't gonna tell a customer we don't, and it's like, oh my gosh, do you not understand in fast food? Like, it's like in McDonald's. They can tell every hour about the traffic of the fast food, what to expect to have. Dust buckets, you're not that smart. And his place had all black men working on. He gonna show some of the young black youth. Yeah, they showed him. How you to make any money today? How you to make any money today? So you're saying that you got so no food is here? Got cameras, got the family members showing up, taking the food home, and you think it's so to say the business, he had to let them all go. We ain't got that ready yet. Oh, we still waiting. I'm telling you, they called their family members up that he had them on tape. They're so stupid. and giving the family the food, and then telling the paying customers the food is not there. There's a shortage. They got to wait. It was crazy. 45 minutes an hour on a fast food? Are you crazy? And then you want to holler about a food desert? Really? Why Whole Foods closing down? The same thing with the Target. The other Targets, you hear what the people are saying, it's always busy. It's always busy. It's the people. The clientele, Tyrone and Keisha Jones, little TT, Big Mama CC. It's the people. Food desert. And that's why you have a food desert. And you think somebody's going to come along and, well, we're going to go ahead and give it a try. It'll be probably a no knockoff that shows up. And then look at the jobs, the job loss, less taxpayers, less tax dollars. So you got a food desert. Why? Because you have thought and dusty behavior. Don't understand the concept of supporting a business. Don't get it. And guess what? Then that's why you don't got it. Life is business. You don't get it. That's why you don't got it. So yeah, this here, a difficult decision. Oh, I can imagine what that decision is. Probably so much theft, and they realize we just came up with a business here, and they're stealing 30%, 40% of the merchandise, and then plus they got overhead. It's things like that that the black community does not understand, doesn't see. And that's why we have so much poverty. Anyway, thanks for listening. Feel free to come and like, subscribe, and share. But when I saw this, I thought about those two black men. Don't forget. It was everything out of nonsense, which is now Dollar Tree. And I still haven't seen one yet. A security guard theft that bad. So when you're your own worst enemy, there's no sympathy. I just feel bad for the good people stuck amongst the trash. So yeah, a difficult decision to close a store is always difficult. A store is closed only after it's shown several years of decreasing profitability. Have you seen Target stock? Have you seen the stock? Last time I checked, it's well over $100. So what you gonna tell the shareholders? Oh well, we're gonna be decreasing because we got 2 locations here and we're just losing money. Doesn't work like that. Welcome to the BC, where dusty behavior and ignorance is what's keeping thee at the bottom of the barrel. This is why you have less jobs. This is why you have a higher unemployment. Hate to say it, the community is destroying itself. And I'm out.